Sports. I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama problem. I mean, they've kind of had their number. Obviously got over the hurdle for the national championship, but some great teams that have been held back because of Alabama's dominance. This is a big rivalry. This is a huge day for the Dogs.
Anytime these teams play, it feels like a national championship. Even more than an SEC championship. We've seen that time and time again. The one thing I know.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. 3rd down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this D.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Georgia's offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs.
There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Frazier. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's caught! statement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism, it was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All time.
Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Lining up trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. To the air. It's Stockton. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it, it's Frazier. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Gets it to the back. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Not enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, he got loose. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Alabama quickly back to the line. Has to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They open opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Frazier. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're not thinking 3. They want the touchdown, and here they come going for it on 4th and short. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love the play call there on 4th and short because even if you don't get it, the opponent now has to march the entire length of the field. But because you did, you've now got a fresh set, and offensively, you've got to pay this off now. You've got to score a touchdown.
Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Georgia! Great job by the back on the option.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Notre Dame. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella, and he's dragged down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Under fire, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
Here we go.
To the ground with the back. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Alabama pushing the tempo. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game, and they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Russell. Rushes on him.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. Turning it on. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Great place to start for this offense. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.